All right, so welcome everybody. Today I'm going to show you an alternative way to cook a turkey. I think it's a healthier alternative to what I was traditionally taught. My name is Nathan Weller. I enjoy lifting, and of course I like to kind of keep the calories low and higher protein. I'm still working on the cutting, so still trying to get there being healthy. But I've had a lot of questions about what I do and about how to get more protein in, and this is one I just happened to try. So I don't know what to call this. Maybe you out there can help me out. So it's going to be a turkey with a Greek yogurt glaze instead of traditional butter. And so right here we have chobani. Now this was approximately $5 from Winco. It has 22 grams of protein, 11 grams of carb, and 130 calories for 1 cup. Now through the process we use approximately about, I would say, 2, maybe 3 cups. All right, and that may be even a little higher. And so that's chobani, Greek yogurt, non-fat, of course. We'll be using basil, oregano, and garlic. And of course, this is a 11-pound turkey. It is a Genio, is that right? Genio, approximately 68 cents per pound at Winco. So pretty good here in so over in Moscow, Idaho. We're here in Pullman, Washington at the house. So it may look a little messy, but in any case. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to start out by putting some chobani on here. So it's going to be a first glaze. And the first one, and I know it's going to look a little odd, so just putting it there, and you just put a whole bunch on there. And you really got to get in here and slather it around and, get it all around the turkey. Make sure you get into the interior cavity, every place around here. And what I've found is that it really, when you cook it, it seals in the juices really nice. And that added protein is, for me, what I really, really enjoy. It does have kind of a natural, salty type of taste. And so, it almost seasons it while you're using an alternate source for the turkey. So, glaze. So we're getting there. It's going to be messy. It's just how it is. And I am not really accurate on how much I use. One thing you need to make sure is that because you're not using the whole chobani, you want to use a cup or something so that you don't cross-contaminate if you're going to use the chobani later for something else, like making dip or something along those lines. So we're getting it all really good in here. And it is set to bake. Is that correct, Julia? Is this the right temp?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay, good. So we've slathered it and looks good. All the giblets, everything is already out of the turkey, so we don't need to worry about that. And there's a thermometer that's already on there. So there we go. Okay, now this is the first coating. There's going to be several, and of course, as many of you know, I'm going to wash my hands before I put on garlic powder or any of that stuff. All right. Say when.
When.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we're back. I just washed my hands so that I'm not contaminating the garlic powder or basil or any of those. And so just really simply, we're going to put some on top here. And just make sure to put however much you want. I'm a big garlic fan, so okay. And some basil. And usually I would put this on and start smearing it around also, but you know, I'm just gonna put it on there. It still looks good, you know. But the point is, if it tastes good. There's some oregano. Ooh, that's quite a bit of oregano. So there we go. That's the first step. Okay. Now we're going to put it in the oven. I'm going to put this over the top, the lid on. We're going to put this in the oven and we will check it in about, I would say, an hour. I don't know if it's the Chobani, maybe it's my oven, but it tends to cook a little quicker than other ovens, like at my parents' place or something along those lines. So we'll check it in about an hour. Then we're going to put another, you know, a couple of spoonfuls, maybe 3 on it as a second layer, and add a few more shakes of basil, oregano, and garlic. And we will see you in about an hour. So it's been an hour. And we are taking it out to see how it's starting to look. All right. And before I open it, just want to thank Julia for taking the video and explain exactly why we're actually making the video. So, had a lot of questions about, you know, what I do for Thanksgiving. And when I explain that I use Greek yogurt, Chobani in particular, unflavored, people seem disgusted. They are really confused. My dad still is just not really having it. Made this for my family 2 years ago when my dad was out of the country. They loved it. But in any case, people are really pretty confused, and it just comes out really good to me. So that's why I'm doing it. It seems healthier to me. It's a healthier version. Turkey is already really protein packed. But anyways, that's enough of me talking. We had put this in about an hour ago at 350 to bake. So let's see how it looks right now. All right, so this is how it's looking. Okay, it hasn't popped yet, so it looks pretty good. So I think what we're going to do, okay, we're going to put another, this is what we usually do. We put another layer on of Chobani, and it creates this nice, you know, not really crust, but this nice glaze. So this time I'm going to use this because it's far too hot for myself to be messing around, touching the turkey and everything like that. And again, remember not to use the spoon on the turkey. So here we go. Just a simple, here we go. You can see what it is. So the name escapes me right now. All right. So this is all we're doing. We're just making sure that we get the same type of glaze on every area, or as much as you can see. I don't worry so much about the bottom, and at this point I don't really worry about inside so much. You can see the juices are still in there. So let's see. A little bit, I'm gonna just put a little bit more. Seems like a lot, but this stuff gets used up pretty quick. And any extra juices end up going into the bottom of the pan. And that helps keep the bottom pretty moist. So it looks good. We're going to put it back in. And we will check it in another hour, I would say. And, you know, this will probably take, I don't know, maybe 3 hours or so. From the beginning, of course. So...
Because we didn't stuff it.
Because we didn't stuff it. That's right. Thanks, Julia. And one of the reasons that we don't stuff it, it cooks quicker, but then also on top of that, it seems to remain more moist. I don't know why. Maybe the juices soak into the stuffing more or something along those lines. But with the chobani and no stuffing in there, it comes out pretty darn good. So in any case, I'm going to put it back in. There we go. Now, for right now, we have enough garlic powder, oregano, and basil in there. So, and again, this is not some recipe necessarily to follow, verbatim. It's something I've experimented with. I do that with a lot of different foods. And I can make more videos for the other ones, high protein and high macro foods. So, macronutrient foods. So in any case, I just put it back in. It's at 350. It's at bake. We're going to set the timer for another hour. And this is actually a little odd for me. I usually cook by smell, so I don't always set a timer. I kind of smell, see how it tastes, and kind of do it that way. So in any case, we're going to check it in another hour, see how it is, and we'll be back. Okay, so this is after 3 hours, right? Yeah, it's about 3 hours. Okay, let's see. Oh, there we go. So it's obviously done. A little crispy. We're going to cut into it and see how it looks. All right, moment of truth. Okay, see? And it's still pretty moist in there. So let us try it. I'm gonna have Julia try it since she's the camera.
Nope, you're up.
Okay, she just told me no. I don't know if that's a good thing. Great every time I try it. So, for everybody out there, if you want to try something different and you're willing to be a little adventurous, definitely try Greek yogurt on your turkey. It's great, protein packed, and just, in my opinion, it can't be beat. I use chobani. I suggest chobani. Whatever you choose. All right. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Thanks a lot for watching.